I wanted to see what happens if you start late. Not rich, not an expert, just a regular person. So let's say you start investing $50 a month at age 30. Nothing crazy, just into the S&P 500. $50 doesn't sound like much. That's what? A dinner out? A tank of gas? But over time, that small number becomes something way bigger. And not because you picked the right stock, but because of time. At 30, most people think it's too late to start. You've got rent, bills, maybe debt. $50 a month doesn't feel like investing. It feels like waiting in line while everyone else got there first. But here's what's wild. If you put $50 into an S&P 500 index fund every month, and the market returns its historical average of around 10% a year, after the first year, you've invested $600 and made about 30. Not exciting, not life-changing, but it's a start. That's the thing about this kind of investing. It's boring, it's quiet, and it only works if you keep doing it long after it stops feeling exciting. By year 5, you've put in $3,000 total. The account's worth around $3,600. That's $600 of pure growth from just showing up every month. And this is the part that tricks people, because nothing about it feels like it's working. You're still seeing tiny numbers. The jumps are small, so you start wondering if you should switch it up, buy crypto, day trade, chase something that feels faster. But this is where long-term investors separate from gamblers, because in the background, something invisible starts happening. Compounding. That slow, tiny growth starts stacking on itself. The line that used to crawl suddenly starts curving upward. And all you had to do was keep being consistent. By the time you hit 40, you've put in $6,000 total. And now your account's around $10,000. Give or take, depending on the market, you've literally doubled your money without ever increasing your deposit. But what's more interesting is how this changes your mindset. You start realizing it was never about the amount. It was about the habit. You built a system that works even when you're busy, even when you forget. Most people think investing is about picking the right stock, but it's really about picking the right behavior. The S&P doesn't make people rich. Consistency does. And yeah, $10,000 at 40 isn't retirement money, but it's proof of something way bigger. That time matters more than timing. If you started this at 20, it'd be around $31,000. If you wait until 40, you lose that head start forever. Time is the only thing that compounds faster than money. People overcomplicate investing. They chase what's hot. They panic when things drop. Meanwhile, the boring plan just keeps growing quietly. If you kept that same $50 a month habit until 60, you'd end up with over $75,000 from what most people spend on takeout. That's not luck. That's math mixed with patience. You don't need a perfect plan. You just need to stay in the game long enough for time to do the heavy liftings. So yeah, $50 a month into the S&P, started at 30, stopped at 40. It's not flashy, it's not viral, but it works.